I want to talk about Elixir strings, which are just fabulous. They have a coating on them, which is really easy to move on the strings. They last a long time. They're bright for a really long time. I just think they're great.
And they sound really good?
They sound fantastic, yeah. Well, they're very versatile, because I do a lot of like chunka stuff, as well as like high ringy stuff, and it's great for both. I use the light gauge, which, as with all guitar strings, the light gauge is the heavy gauge.
So talk about some of the differences with them and other strings that you've used.
I'm a sweater, so other strings that I use like die in a gig, you know, and I like doing 2 shows a night so I can sort of spread out the repertoire. So, you know, with other strings and Elixirs, I'm changing them like every other moment, it seems. And, you know, I snap strings even with Elixir because I'm palm muting most of the time, so there's always like a little bit of sweat on the string, and I'm still breaking a string like every 3 shows with Elixirs, but I can just change the string, and you know, it's not like I have to change the whole set every gig or every 2 gigs.
And now when you change a string during the middle of the set, a lot of times that particular string will then go out of tune repeatedly over and over. How about the Elixirs? Do they stay in tune?
They're no better or no worse than other strings in terms of staying in tune. I've gotten really good at it since I break them all the time. You can definitely feel the coating when you're playing them, but I like zipping from one chord to the other, so that definitely helps me. I know that it doesn't feel great for some players, but I love it.